How's it going, dudes? Nothing like a refreshing glass of OJ to start the day. Oh hey, I wonder what Simpsons episode is on. Board game. Orenthal James Simpson was an NFL running back for mostly the Buffalo Bills, where he accumulated 5 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons, including a 1973 season that saw him become the first and only player to rush for 2,000 yards in a 14-game season, winning him that year's MVP award. Also, he might have allegedly killed 2 people, I'm not quite sure. The O.J. Simpson trial is one of the most famous American law events in the nation. And that's really all I can say on the matter, as due to my lack of being alive when it took place, I know practically nothing about the proceedings. So what better way to catch up on my lore than by playing the board game made to capitalize off of it? Squeeze the Juice is the board game based off of the O.J. Simpson trial, featuring all of your favorite characters and coming out the same year that the trial took place, meaning that this thing was pumped out in a matter of months. This game was actually sent to me fresh off of the Goodwill auction site by number 27. Yes, the same 27 that became Gay Monopoly in the tabletop playthrough. So we're going to unravel this nonsense by looking through its theming, gameplay, and one other secret category to answer the question on everyone's minds: why? Let's begin this travesty by jumping into the game's unique theming. Squeeze the Juice, the game where lawyers get rich and justice comes at a hefty price. Oh, that's a steal. You have just been selected as one of OJ's defense attorneys and given an initial retainer of $75,000. Computer, adjust that for inflation. Your objective is to gain control of as many aspects of the trial as you can, then utilize this control to accumulate more of OJ's defense fund checks than any other defense attorney. So, at no point in this game are you trying to prove that the defendant isn't guilty. What you are doing in the game is trying to literally squeeze the juice for as much money as you can while the trial continues. After the lore dump, they give us the California statutes pertaining to trials of celebrity athletes charged with capital crimes, stating that the trial will consist of the playing board representing the trial, 6 defense attorneys, 2 6-sided dice, 32 investigators and 12 expert witnesses, 16 press and new evidence cards, legal briefs that will give you control over different aspects of the trial, and OJ defense fund checks. Ignoring that the component list makes it look like we're gonna have our hands full working through this one, all of the money in the game is made to be checks directly from OJ. It's got his signature, it's got his face in the corner, it's for my defense, and it even comes with the address of his old house, you know, the site of the murders? Each space on the board represents a different part of the trial, taking you from the preliminary hearings to the closing statements and back around again for more hot legal action. Along the way, new evidence could pop up, the press can get involved, all kinds of wacky shenanigans can happen in this kooky courtroom. Heck, all of your favorite characters are here for the ride too. Johnny Cochran, Judge Ito, a whole cavalcade of famous lawyers that I don't know. Actually, that's Kim Kardashian's dad right there. I can't believe you didn't know that. Oh, silly me. I'll go burn a hole in my foot real quick as recompense. You better. But okay, I think we're pretty well acquainted with the game's theme at this point. What we really need to look into is what you will be doing when you're actually playing the game. Got the rules right here, so I'll just do a quick skim through to get an idea of what we're dealing with. Okay, let's see here. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. Wait, hold on. No. It's freaking Monopoly. It's a gosh dang Monopoly ripoff. Every single aspect of this game is just a Monopoly component refitted to O.J. Simpson! Those press interventions and new evidence that can pop up, those are the chance and community chest cards. The 32 investigators and 12 expert witnesses you can compete for, the houses and hotels. Even the legal briefs, the sections of the trial you are aiming to control, are just the properties you land on and buy. Hello, I'd like to place one investigator on the coroner's testimony reenacting the crime. Ah, sorry. To do that, you also need to own OJ trying on the glove and it not fitting. Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Hey, I got OJ's doctor's testimony up for auction here.
$8 grand! This madness includes all the Monopoly essentials as well. Go is now your retainer. Tax now fines you for contempt of court. Jail is now admonishment. And you can only really get there when Judge Ito is upset. Go to admonishment. Ah! Heck, the board itself isn't even unique. It just took the straight as a circle gay Monopoly design and juiced it up, baby. Oh yeah! This is simultaneously mind-blowing and extremely disappointing. I have no idea what I was expecting this to be, but Monopoly was not it. Despite the majority of the game being ripped straight from the Pennybags bloodline, it did manage to do some things differently, although it is mainly all surface level stuff. For example, free parking has been transformed into movie rights, and interestingly, the free parking cash house rule is not only mandatory, but the middle always starts out with $5,000 from the bank every time it is claimed. The cards, while not carrying any interesting effects, do carry little nuggets of info that help give them character. I also like how the little people on the cards change their expressions based on if the cards are positive or negative. Here's a quick side of my favorite cards on offer. Dismissed juror Michael Knox's book comes out saying that he thinks OJ is guilty. Pay everyone else $2,500. New evidence. Dennis Fung, a criminalist that testified about the blood evidence, finds a missing page of notes. Lose $5,000. Get out of admonishment free card. I don't know why it needs 3 N's on until, but hey, they're there. New evidence. You get Fung to admit that rookie criminalist Andrea Mazzola collected most of the DNA evidence. Big bucks. You are seen by news cameras in the front row of a Rolling Stones concert. This is good for some reason. New evidence. You hypothesized that OJ's blood had been sprinkled at the crime scene or lab to produce the incriminating DNA results. Payday. Move forward to the nearest advance, which is the game's version of utilities. But as you can see, the value of everything is a lot higher here than in regular Monopoly. So if you get sent to an owned utility, you will need to pay 500 times the die roll. New evidence. Judge Ito orders the jury to disregard your statement that somebody might have touched OJ's blood, then Nicole's, and then rubbed OJ's steering wheel. Tough break. But wait, new evidence! You insist that OJ put on a pair of latex gloves before trying on the bloody gloves. What a play! Collect money from everyone and then head outside and tell the reporters that we're having fun. The use of real, named people from the trial was certainly unique, and if I'm being honest, I have no idea how they got away with it. Here's a gameplay change for you. If you get eliminated by the board, all of your stuff gets auctioned off to the other players. But where in standard Monopoly this would see each of your items being auctioned off one by one, this title does everything all at once in one massive auction. That's gonna have a small impact on the state of the game right there. Speaking of getting eliminated, if you owe money to another attorney or the OJ Defense Fund but are unable to pay, you are not simply kicked off of the defense team, you are completely disbarred. Quote, if his debt is to another attorney, he must turn over all that he has of value to that attorney and stop practicing law. The only way you're getting back into a courtroom is in chains. This is a high-stakes affair here. Finally, the last thing included in the box is this card, which includes instructions on how to fold the pieces, an address to send cash for replacement pieces, and a survey that you can fill out, coming formatted so you can just fold it right into a letter. It even incentivizes players to send it in by stating that all surveys will be entered into a drawing for one of 50 prizes of $100 cash. Gambling? Let's see, prize pool $5,000, first drawing November 30th, 1995. I can still catch a second drawing. I gotta get this thing in. Name, Cam, that should do. Address, I'll put that in later. I'm not scheduled for a dox until next year. Sex, with women, please. Age, somewhere in there, I think? Where did you buy Squeeze the Juice? At the OJ fan store. Sorry, 27, you're getting squeezed out the byline. It's what my business textbook said was the best play. How much did you pay for it? $100,000. Gotta up that sympathy score. Would you like to receive information on future products from SCNA? Games? Yes. Books and magazines? Yes. Both? Yes. Not sure what that is, but I'll trust it'll be another home run from these guys. We welcome your comments and suggestions. Please feel free to write us. Oh, why thank you. Done!
See if the USPS will get this here in a timely manner. Get in there. Sack of crap. Yeah!
While I wait for my incoming money, I am now currently in possession of this old and unusual board game that I need to find some use for, lest it sit and collect mold in my fridge. If only there was some way I could transfer it into a digital format for the mass to play with their friends. Oh wait, I've already done that twice. If you'd like to see me port effing Squeeze the Juice, the board game version of the O.J. Simpson trial, to Tabletop Simulator, let me know below. Commit to the bit, brother, I signed a contract with it. I'm going to keep doing this until they altogether refuse to let me port any more over. And with all that covered, we can now answer the question that we posed at the very start of the video for Squeeze the Juice. Why? Why do you think? Money, cash, bands, all the schmeckles in my pocket. They produced this thing in a matter of months simply to capitalize on the trial while it was still hot in the public mind. And unfortunately for our boys, I don't think it really panned out, as I cannot find any information on them at all. A real shame, as I had hoped that they had made some more whack crap like this one, but alas, I think OJ here is an only child. However, if you know of any more horrible celebrity games that you think I should cover, then leave me a comment, an email, a Twitter, or a mysterious letter at the foot of my door. I would love to take a look at more of these to see who else we can add to the celebrity board game verse. As for now though, I'll end our night off right with one of my classic KamSandwich poems. I cheated at Squeeze the Juice, my friends rage, there I sit. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Signing off for some juice on the loose, I am KamSandwich. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. A special thank you to my suppliers, staff, and chefs over at the deli. If you'd like to join the crew, you can take a look using the link in the description below.